guess you're awake, or I'll have to try my last-ditch move. Emergency skills for junior patrollers. Lesson 1, CPR. Never did it on any living person, though. Jusia. Sorry. You just woke up, and here I am, chatting up a storm.
Are you all right? Do you feel any discomfort?
Mic mute. Sensu, welcome to stream. Welcome. എന്താണ് സെൻസ് ഇല്ല എനക്കൊന്നുമില്ല ഇന്നലെ കുറേ ദിവസം. എടാ ഈ നീല ക്യാരക്ടറിന്റെ കോസ് പ്ലെയർ ആണ് ഈ ഗെയിമിന്റെ റിവ്യൂവിന് വന്നത്. ഇത് പ്രശ്നമാണ്.
You can call me Trisha, and she's Yang Yang.
Yang, okay. Where am I?
We are in the Gorgeous Spirits. It's on the outskirts of Jinzhou, Huanglong.
ഞാൻ ഇൻവേർട്ടറാണ്. പിന്നെ പണ്ട് അവളെ കൂടെ കിടന്ന അവന് ഇൻവേർട്ടർ. എന്താ
Your attire doesn't seem local. Are you a roving traveler from afar, or someone returning home? So you don't know why you're here, where you're from, or who you are.
Baisha didn't tell us you'd have these after effects when you wake up.
ഗ്രാഫിക്സ് ഓക്കെ ആണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ഇതിലിപ്പോ എത്ര മീഡിയം ആണോ ഹൈ ആണെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ. കഴിഞ്ഞ അത് വായിച്ചില്ല എന്തായിരുന്നു. After the menu wake up. Okay.
The wind has brought us a warning. The Etheric Sea is converging. It seems a new tacit field is taking shape.
That means it's probably gonna get dangerous here soon. I knew it. Our gourds are out of service because of the Etheric Sea's influence. We can't send or receive messages for help now. We better hurry over to meet up with Baiju at our gathering spot and get out of here. Guess you really can't recall a thing, but don't worry. If you got any questions, we can talk as we move. Yang Yang and I will give you the full scoop, every little detail from the get-go.
Rover, can we call you that for now? Before you remember your true name? We shouldn't stay here. If you don't have other plans, how about leaving with us for now?
Oh, that's great. Let's go together. Rover, I know you can't remember a thing, but there's one thing I'm 90%, no, 100%.
Settings, music. Graphics quality low ആണ് ഇത്രയും സെറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ശരി. ഷാഡോ ഒക്കെ ലോ മതി. സ്പെഷ്യൽ എഫക്റ്റും ലോ മതി. ഫസർ എന്താണ് അതൊക്കെ എന്താണ് മോശം കളറൊന്നും വേണ്ട. ഓഫ് ഈ സിങ്ക് കിടക്കട്ടെ. ഫ്രെയിംസ് ഒന്ന് 60 കിട്ടി എത്ര ബെറ്ററായി. കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി ആണോ? കറക്കം കണ്ടാവാന്ന്. ഇപ്പൊ ഉറക്കം എണീറ്റുള്ളൂ. ആ 4-star ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ്, ഫ്രീ വെപ്പൺസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഗിഫ്റ്റ്, ലോഗിൻ ഗിഫ്റ്റ്സ്, പിന്നെ ലെവൽ ഗിഫ്റ്റ്. പുതിയ ഇവൻ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വരാൻ പോകും. അത് പിന്നെ നോക്കാം. അയ്യോ ലഗേ ലോ മതി. ലോ ലോയിൽ 60 ഇടാം. ഷാഡോ ക്വാളിറ്റി ലോ, വിഷ്വൽ എഫക്റ്റ് ബ്ലർ ഓഫ്. ഷാഡോ ക്വാളിറ്റി വെടി കിട്ടും. Horizontal 65. ലാഗ് ഉണ്ട് കേട്ടോ, അത്യാവശ്യമുണ്ട്. Stand beside the wall and hold W.
It may seem all nice and quiet here now, but you never know when a tacit discord might pop up out of nowhere. Oh my! Speak of the devil!
Disperse.
ലോക്ക് ഒന്നുമില്ല.
I sense your weakness.
So you still remember how to fight despite having forgotten everything? Wow! Watch me lead the charge next time. No one messes with Ma Shao Chisha.
What's wrong? Are you injured from the fight? You saw our sentinel in your memories? Yes, the one we built this statue for. The Oracle Engine Sentinel in Zhenzhou. There is one capital and 6 cities in Huanglong, with each city having its own sentinel. While they share some similarities in appearance, there are also differences. The sentinel in Zhenzhou is known as Jue, manifesting in the form of a long, like the statue you just saw. You were standing face to face with our sentinel? hardly see our sentinel with their own eyes. Most people only get the chance during the appointment ceremonies. According to your description, you stood pretty close. Only the sentinel's appointed resonator is allowed in its proximity. For now, that person is the magistrate of Zhengzhou.
Whoa, darn! That must be an elite class! Oh, yeah.
Chixia might be in danger. Rover, please.
The end has come.
Rover, watch out!
Sounds comfort. Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest. Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. One more.
Let me be your blade. Let the winds roar.
ഇതാണ്. ഓ അൾട്ടായിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ. ഗെൻഷിന്റെ പോലെ തന്നെ. എന്തോ ഓ ഇതൊക്കെ ടാലന്റ്. ഓക്കെ. ഇത് കോപ്പി. കണ്ടല്ലേ
Was close. You fought so well. I didn't even get a chance to help, and Yang just rushed over to protect you like a Anyway, Yang was trying to shield you, and then bam! The Tessa Discord was taken care of before I could get a good look.
Chixia.
See? There's a resonance beacon over there. When you see a beacon, be sure to register and activate it. It's usually safe within a 5-meter radius of a beacon. It can protect you from danger sometimes.
Rover, could you hand me your terminal for a moment?
Yeah.
Speeding up. Done. Its design and system version are different from ours, but your terminal still has the data transfer and other basic functions.
Oh, ഇതായിരിക്കും മറ്റേ ടെലിപ്പോർട്ട് സ്റ്റാച്യു അല്ലേ? ആയിരിക്കണം. പിക്ക് ചെയ്യണ്ട, ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക് കയറും. എളുപ്പമായാലും
We are almost at the gorge's entrance. There will be a descent, but if your terminal's glider module still works, it will make things easier. I will show you how to use it.
stuck ആയോ?
Once you're out of the gorge, there's only a short walk to reach Jinzhou. Jinzhou is the safest place around here. The resonance nexus provides coverage for the whole city. Besides, we've got a protective barrier and strong fortifications. Right?
Jinzhou sits between the Desert Highland and the Norfolk Barrens. It's a border city and a fortress. It's very crucial to the safety of Huanglong.
Huh?
ഈ
We've
പേടിക്കാൻ
agreed to meet
നോക്കിയേക്കാം.
up with Baizhe here. Where is she?
This is the center of the Etheric Sea.
A tacit field? When did it show up? It wasn't here when we just got here.
But I didn't sense a hint of a tacit field's presence.
So it appeared while we weren't looking? Like in the blink of an eye? Or maybe the Etheric Sea can tell where we are. Could it be following us?
The center of the tacit field.
Isn't that Baizhe? Baizhe! Baizhe!
We're too far away. Perhaps she can't hear us. Freshly formed tacit fields have a dormant period. During this time, it is relatively safe. The dormant period of a tacit field varies based on its formation time. Generally, the shorter the formation time, the longer the dormant period. However, with a longer dormant period, the tacit discords born within are usually stronger. The faster a tacit field forms, the longer its dormant period lasts. For now, this tacit field should be safe. Right. The glider can't carry us beyond the tacit field's range. Besides, Baizhe is there. We'll have to go down and see what is going on. Now it's time to use a glider module. Rover, let me help you activate it.
ചാടാനാ? ആ, ഇല്ല, ഓക്കെ.
We're in a dormant tacit field, right? Why did you come here by yourself? Baizhe, you know we...
ഇതാണ് ഒരു പൊക്കിമോൻ ക്യാരക്ടർ.
You are all right, it seems.
Yeah, she was super energetic. Handled a super big TD. Way more spirited than me.
I've been keeping an eye on her condition through the street. Baija is just concerned about your condition. She must think we shouldn't be letting you move around that much, since you've just regained consciousness.
This isn't the place for talking. Let's go.
സൗണ്ട് കുറച്ചും കൂടി സെറ്റ് ആവുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ. നീ സൗണ്ട് കുറച്ച് വെച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് തോന്നുന്നത്. ആ ടാർഗറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ സെറ്റ്.
Strike from the shadows.
Here too.
It's the tacit discord's ability.
Let me be your blade.
Be careful.
Doesn't matter. I'm okay.
Hour is upon us.
Don't worry.
Serenade. Come forth.
Let the winds roar.
Swift and resolute. No. One more time.
Let me be your blade. Precipitant.
Sense your weakness. Moment of resonance.
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command.
കേട്ടോ കോമ്പാക്റ്റിംഗ്.
Yang! Rover! Are you alright? Are you hurt? Oh, thank goodness. We could see that darn barrier, but couldn't lay a finger on it.
I'm fine too. I've never seen such a formidable tacit discord before, but Rover was able to completely defeat it. I didn't really do much. It was all thanks to you, Rover. That's strange. This place isn't known to be so dangerous.
Anyway, come check this out.
Illusion.
Oh, this is an echo.
Wow, an echo of the elite class. Someone got lucky today.
My apologies. We got a little carried away. Does reverberation or echo ring a bell to you, Rover? Everything in our world is made up of frequencies, and every sound generates a reverberation. Those echoes are the lingering reverberations of tacit discords after they disintegrate. We can absorb them into the data banks in our Pangu terminals.
Oh, by Pangu terminal, she means the gourd-shaped device every resonator has, developed by researchers in Huanglong. But you see, it's not always we get to find these. Also, there's a limit to what your gourd can absorb.
Absorption is only possible when your databank's level is equal to or higher than the tacit discord's level. The terminal can then convert its reverberation into an echo for use in battle. My terminal issued a warning when it detected that tacit discord earlier. It should at least be an Overlord class. Rover, would you mind checking your databank level?
No need for that. Rover, why don't you just try absorbing it with your terminal? Oh, so it doesn't work. No worries. You can start with smaller ones before tackling this guy here. There should be some sweet baby roche rooms around here. Let's go check those out, shall we?
We'll need to report the unusual phenomena here to the City Hall and the Academy. Let's make our exit.
Hungry. I'm starving. What kind of power is that? Rover, you've been playing the fool all along? I've never seen a resonance ability quite like this. You got any other tricks up your sleeve? Like eating a whole tacit discord? Grilling echoes alive?
Could it be related to your lost memories? Can you recall anything now? Rover, are you feeling all right? Could it be the side effect of fighting that tacit discord? Daiju, can we take Rover to do a checkup at Huashu Academy's Resonance Medical Department? Daiju?
Absorbing echoes with the human body is not entirely unprecedented.
With the human body. I remember Comprehensive Mirror for Historians mentioned this in the Huanglong section's opening. a celestial being descended, commanding the Tiankun's boundless power. Assuming mortal form, they condensed the primordial essence, creating Pangu. Cleaving heaven and earth apart, they aligned the celestial and terrestrial. Their radiance encompassed the four corners. Thus began the illustrious annals of Huanglong, as provinces were first demarcated.
There was a very strong person way back, like they held the whole universe right in their hands. As there was no terminal in those days, they absorbed the tacit discords with their bare hands. And the TD they absorbed was the most powerful of all. That person turned it into the first echo ever. Then they used the power of that echo to rebuild the world, sort out the laws, and that's how the history of Huanglong began. Actually, I'm not. I hope I was, though. Those were just some old tales my parents used to tell me. Kind of like the Yang-Yang's got an impressive memory for the ancient texts. Me, I just happen to roughly remember what the story's about. Whether it's true or not, that story happened a long time ago, when Jinzhou didn't even exist. Could it be that Rover's like the great-great-great-great-great-granny of us all?
Let's not jump to conclusions without enough data and proper analysis. Rover.
Wait! The signal's back!
This is a holographic message to all of Jinzhou from the City Hall.
My fellow soldiers and citizens, I apologize for any inconvenience caused. I am Jin Shi, the Magistrate of Jinzhou. As the Moon-Chasing Festival approaches, our city welcomes visitors from around the world. The festivities are highly anticipated by our people, and I too share in this joyful sentiment. Jinzhou has always been a crucial defense against the tacit discord outbreaks, safeguarding Huanglong. We have a heavy responsibility on our shoulders with no room for retreat or failure. It is the dedication of our warriors, along with the diligence of our citizens, that has allowed us to thrive in peace and prosperity. Despite the challenges of tacit discords, we remain steadfast and hospitable to visitors, upholding our enduring traditions. With that in mind, I have a favor to ask. Among our many visitors, there is one visitor that holds utmost importance to me, the city of Jinzhou, and the entirety of Huanglong. We have awaited your arrival for a long time. Given the circumstances, you may be feeling bewildered at this time. You should have noticed some strange happenings related to you. If you plan to stay in Jinzhou for some time, I would be more than delighted to personally meet you in the City Hall of Jinzhou. While I cannot guarantee to provide all the answers you need, I will do my best to assist you and provide necessary permissions, if applicable. This is only my personal request. You can decide your course of action in any way you see fit. Therefore, I request the people and soldiers of Jinzhou to assist this esteemed visitor when the opportunity arises.
Why do I get this feeling?
This person our magistrate was talking about?
As Rover.
Wow, so this is the true measure of a chief. I mean, of our rover. This is the true measure of a chief. It's a famous line from a good old hero play. It's been running for almost 4 years. It's really heartwarming tale.
Does that hero play story sound familiar to you?
Hey, that ain't the point, okay?
What are your plans now, Rover? I remember you had a flashback of yourself looking into its eyes when you saw the statue of our sentinel. We can't confirm its authenticity, but based on the magistrate's message, it seems Zhenzhou has a lot to do with your past. Whether you were the visitor our magistrate mentioned or not, you are surely important to Zhenzhou, and you will be our important...
Friend! We've already entrusted our lives to each other. I've never seen so many TDs packed together. And that elite one was so scary. Well, you did get rid of most of them. Anyway, once we're back in Jinzhou, I'll treat you that famous specialty from Panhua's restaurant.
It would be best for your well-being to have a thorough physical examination once we arrive in Jinzhou. While there don't seem to be any immediate side effects following the absorption of that echo, we cannot rule out the possibility of other latent risks. Given our lack of data on you and your unusual physical signs, I suggest absorbing another reverberation with your terminal when we find one.
I'm gonna get you one you can absorb. I never go back on my promise. Your hero Chicha's on the hunt.
Precipitance!
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest!
Can you reenact what you did before?
Maybe you can only absorb the powerful ones with your body. Or does it have to be a certain type of tacit discord? Or maybe we should give your terminal a whirl. Yay! It worked! I've never seen a gourd quite like yours before, but it sure is working.
എന്ത് മെക്കാനിസം എന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ല. ഓ ഈ സബ് പോലെ വരുന്നതാണോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്കില്ലിൽ വരുന്നതാണോ? ലൈക്ക് ഇന്ന പെർഫോമൻസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഫോളോ അപ്പ് സ്ട്രൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന കിട്ടിക്കുന്നത്.
Your terminal's got a different look, but the functions are pretty much the same.
One with the sounds. The hour is upon us. An unexpected discovery.
ഇതാണ് പ്രൊമോഷൻ നോക്കൂ.
I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Let the winds roar.
Serenade! Speeding up.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. Ha! 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 No hesitation. Ha! Ha! Disperse. has come.
Let me be your blade.
ഇതാണ് ആർട്ടിഫാക്ട്സ്. ഇതിലെ ആർട്ടിഫാക്ട്സ് എല്ലാം അറ്റാക്ക് ചെയ്യോ? അപ്പോൾ എന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഡേറ്റ ബാങ്ക് ക്ലേ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് പറയാം. കഴിഞ്ഞ ട്യൂട്ടോറിയൽ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ എന്താ വേവ് പ്ലേറ്റ്സ് എന്താണോ പിന്നെ നോക്കാം. വെപ്പൺ ഏതാണെന്നുള്ളതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞോടാം. എന്താ അപ്പോ ക്യാരക്ടർ പുള്ളേൻ്റെ സാധനം ഇവിടെ അതില് അതില്ലേ? ട്രോഫീസ് ഗാലറിയാണോ? അല്ല, മാപ്പ് പരലൊക്കെ ആയില്ല.
One with the sounds. Break. Bad timing.
Let the winds roar. Tempest.
Look! Jinzhou City's just up ahead!
Rover?
There you are.
My dearest. Seed of fate.
Alrighty, what should we do next? Shall we go grab a bite?
I am to return to the Academy. The anomalies of the Gorges of Spirits, the resurgence of that tacit field, and the many wave-worn phenomena occurrences. I should report them in time.
Then I'll go submit our report and prepare the documentation needed for Rover's audience with the magistrate while I'm there. It's the political hub of Jinzhou, and where the Grand Library is located. The City Hall is an important place. Seeking an audience with a magistrate isn't too difficult, but there are still rules to follow.
Then I guess I'll take Rover over to the Nexus Tower for registration first, and we'll just hang out for a while. Being new to Jinzhou and all, she can't be left standing outside the City Hall with nothing to do. Hospitality is our local specialty, you know.
Then I'll leave you in Shizia's care, Rover. Is that all right with you? I'll give you a call once the paperwork is done.
Leave it to me.
I'll send the branch of Resin Medical Science a notice. We need to conduct a thorough physical examination on you to make sure you are fine. Come visit the Academy after your audience if you have no other plans.
You guys done yet? What's the holdup? Let's move. Then I'll have more time to show Rover around. We've got loads of fun in Jinzhou. We can go watch lion dances, hero plays, stand-up shows, and then maybe the martial championships. Plus tons of different treats to try out. You think it, we have it. Chissa, ally of justice at your service. Are you the one in need of a hero?
4 star, okay. Ability. അതെവിടെ കാണിക്കൂല? മെയിൻ പറഞ്ഞോളൂ പറഞ്ഞു.
Here we are, Jinzhou's Nexus Tower. Exactly. Let me see. Think of it as Jinzhou's largest service station, or an integration hub. It's something along those lines. I'm not much of a tech person myself. Long story short, it's a navigator, a defense system, and a regional information center all in one. And the smaller ones we ran into earlier are resonance beacons. Data is shared between all beacons. You activate one, and the entire map's data will be relayed to your terminal. Pretty nifty, huh? Just place your terminal here.
ഇതിലുണ്ടല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ ഗ്രഹിച്ചിങ്ങനെ കുറെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് അർത്ഥം. ഞാൻ കുറെ ഉണ്ടോ ടെൻഷൻ പോലെ ആവായിരുന്നത്. ലീസില്ല എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്തെടുക്കാം.
I have the arrangements in place. Rover, you can come visit the magistrate at any time. Juzia, do you mind bringing Rover over to the city hall?
ഇത്രയും കയറണോ? ഇതായിരുന്നു ചിരിച്ചിന് മോളി കയറണമല്ലോ. അടിയിലാണ്.
What do you mean I'm not the VIP the magistrate's expecting? Go see for yourself.
Ew, first time seeing such a crowd in front of the city hall.
I was surprised too. I've never seen so many non-staff personnel here before. Most of the people here have applied for an audience, but I heard they've all been turned down. Most people were advised to Most people were advised to leave by the magistrate's bodyguard upon sending in their applications. The ones staying here are either trying to apply for some other people or just too stubborn to leave. The few that made it inside said it only took one freezing look from Lady Sanhua and they were compelled to leave.
What kind of description is that? Sounds like they've met some snake-haired lady and got turned into stone.
She's the magistrate's personal bodyguard.
Oh, I've heard of her before. She's the all-round death glare / Terminator ice beauty. That's what the rumors say, at least.
There is a small chance she's not in the city hall, but it's very unlikely for her not to be in Zhengzhou. Or rather, it's nearly impossible for the magistrate to leave Zhengzhou at all. With her busy schedule, it's already difficult to find any time off. In addition, as the magistrate of Zhengzhou, leaving the land under her jurisdiction without authentication is not allowed unless she's engaged on a business trip or when Zhengzhou's safety is under threat.
Yep, there's gotta be something big if that's the case. So this is the true confidence of our rover. I agree, though. So far, you've been ticking all the boxes in our magistrate's description. Sure it can.
Have you thought of something, Rover? You mean... I can't really keep up with your thoughts, but I think a meeting with a magistrate wouldn't hurt.
Same here. Anyway, our magistrate's the best lead we have for now, no matter what she has in store for Rover.
What do you think, Rover? Are you in a hurry to recover your memories? In that case, how about meeting with the magistrate first? She may have the answers you're looking for and not allowed to go with you. Shizia and I will be right outside the city hall. We'll be waiting for you.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. Just give us a shout if anything goes down. Wait, no, we won't be able to hear ya. Plus, they've got this rule about not yelling inside the city hall.
VIP the magistrate's expecting. Go see for yourself. Everyone's been talking about it. Every guest is important to Jinzhou. They didn't tell me I'm not. Why can't you let me talk to the magistrate?
How far did you get? Did you manage to see the magistrate? I got to see Lady Sanhua. She even looked back at me. And I even got Lady Sanhua's verbal assurance that I wasn't the guest the magistrate was waiting for. But who cares anyway? I was able to witness Lady Sanhua in the flesh and be rejected by her in person.
Please, follow me. Kindly have a seat. Lady Sanhua will be with you shortly.
ചില മറ്റേ ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടുന്ന ക്യാരക്ടർ 5 സ്റ്റാർ എന്തോ
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I apologize for the delay. My name is Sanhua, the bodyguard of Madam Magistrate. I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is currently away. Prior to her departure, she instructed me to bring you these tokens and a welcome gift. Madam Magistrate advised you to explore what these tokens represent during her absence. This may help you acquire the information you desire sooner. I apologize for the inconvenience, but please rest assured she will be here to meet you in 3 days' time. Sorry, I cannot disclose her whereabouts at this time. Please trust me that she is eagerly looking forward to meeting you in person. Pardon my inability to provide a better answer. Madam Magistrate has a task that she must handle alone, but she has never for one moment forgotten about her meeting with you. Not knowing exactly when you'd arrive, she had to leave without having the chance to welcome you in person. Because she will require at least 3 days to complete her current task, Madam Magistrate wanted to assure you that in 3 days, by any means, she will return to meet you in person. I'll be sure to convey your kindness to Madam Magistrate. Please accept my sincerest gratitude. Yes, Madam Magistrate does hope to have your assistance, but there is no rush for a decision. She does not want to pressure you into anything you may not desire. We invite you to learn about our situation before making a final commitment. When it comes to these tokens, it is never her intention to confuse you with the puzzles. Instead, they should serve as clues that lead you toward the truth. Madam Magistrate deeply regrets not having the time to deliver her messages to you in person. We value your presence far more than you might imagine. The same goes for any and all information about you. Since Madam Magistrate is currently away, I cannot make the final confirmation on her behalf, but you are truly exceptional. Regarding that, my eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings. Or rather, those frequencies are the only thing I can see. You share the same frequency with Madam Magistrate. You look undistorted and authentic in your original form. In my eyes, you appear the way you are. They all look different. May I have your terminal for a moment? Yes, it's the gourd on your waist, the device every resonator carries. Madam Magistrate thought you might need it. The utility module on your terminal has been upgraded to the latest iteration. Now, all the utilities, including sensor, levitator, and grapple, should be fully functional. You are now granted unlimited access to all regions in Jinzhou. I have sent your terminal ID to every border pass and residence beacon. You will only need to display your terminal ID or activate a beacon with your terminal for entry. You are free to visit any part of Jinzhou. Yes, including the City Hall. You have full access to its facilities. Also, may I ask, have you decided your place of residence in Jinzhou? If not, Madam Magistrate has arranged accommodation for you in advance, here in the City Hall. I will lead you to your room if you need. Understood. We will be ready to accommodate you anytime.
Rover! It took you so long. What gives? Was our magistrate a chatterbox? So Madam Magistrate's not in the city hall.
The wind is rising. In it, I sense disturbance and unrest. The increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and now, our magistrate's absence.
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
I'm afraid.
Well, we've reported to the City Hall, the Ministry of War, and the Academy. We've done everything we can. I mean, this is one long. And we're talking about Jinzhou of all places. We've been through our fair share of unrest over the past 1,000 years, and we've made it together every time. There's been TD outbreaks every year, but we can always trust General Ji Yan, Madam Magistrate, and our Sentinel to have our backs. We're not ones to mess with.
United we stand, a bastion of might. One equals a legion, invulnerable in fight. Well said, Chixia. Do you have any plans, Rover? Rover, do you mind if we have a look at the tokens?
So, what's so special about them?
It seems like a miniature sundial. It is a horological device that tells time by using sunlight's direction. Sundials in Huanglong usually have marked lines for the 12 shichens in a day, and every shichen is 2 hours long, with some showing seasons or months. The design of this sundial looks a bit unusual, though. On this sundial, time seems to be represented by the 12 earthly branches, drawn on the outer ring of its surface, and its inner ring shows the 4 symbols, each representing one cardinal direction. These are the 4 famous auspicious beasts in Huanglong's folklore. They are believed to protect people from all 4 directions under heaven. Generally, the teal long represents the east, the white tiger stands for the west, the vermilion bird stands for the south, and finally, we have the black tortoise for the north. It seems this sundial is supposed to show both time and direction. But how could it work when there is not a compass attached? Not to mention, the lack of sunlight basically renders it useless.
Ugh, that requires way too much brain power.
This is a mangosteen fruit. Mangosteens are not native to Zhengzhou. They are usually imported by boat. I think we can find more mangosteens being they're not always available for purchase, though. The frequent tacit discord outbreaks can disrupt transportation and cause shortages. The Midnight Rangers have greatly improved the situation in recent years, but still.
A candy? Oh, I've had these when I was a kid. But I haven't seen anything like this in a while. Went out of trend, maybe.
It reminds me of my childhood. I still remember I was really scared of getting my flu shots when I was little. And sometimes the nurse lady would hand out candies like this as a prize for being good. But what does it mean as a token?
The color of this leaf seems a bit odd. Can't tell what...
I think I can feel something from it. Never mind. It's too faint, sorry. I can't tell what kind of tree this leaf belongs. So Jizya and I share similar childhood memories of the sugar pearl. Do you remember it too, Rover?
When it comes to candies, no one knows them better than the kids of Jinzhou.
I don't have candy like that. But I've got this. It's really good. You can have one. No need to thank me. Please have fun in Jinzhou.
There's still some distance to the Huaxiu Academy. Let's see who reaches there faster. Yang Yang just installed some apps for you, remember? Just look for the one that's called Utilities on the terminal. See? Just open the util... See? See? Just open the utilities, select the grapple, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like the Jinzhou Speedster, you gotta master the grapple. Come on, give it a shot, Rover. Wait a sec, someone's looking for me. Yeah? What? When did he disappear? Duty calls. Oops, almost forgot. Sorry, Rover, Yang Yang. I've got to head off for my shift. I'll join you right after I'm done, all right? If you need me, just shout my name. And I, the Jinzhou Speedster, will be there in a sec. Well, you only need to send me a terminal message as you shout. Then I'll be there in a jiffy. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys okay on your own? Give me a heads up when there's any updates.
Sure. Go do your thing. Rover, let's go inside. Replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be Mr. Mortefi from the Department of Safety. Baiju once mentioned him before. Over there must be Mr. Mortefi from the Department of Safety. Baiju once mentioned him before. He might be able to help us get in touch with... Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baiju, and we're here to look for her.
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baja should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Huashu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him. Shizia told me he's quite popular with the kids. Children have been pestering him for all kinds of fancy toys, and he's always open to their requests.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baiju?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all these tokens you have. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. To access the necessary equipment, we'll need to file a request with one of the Tacitite Studies-related branches. Yes, Mortifi is the branch of Tacitite Weaponry's head within the Department of Safety. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes, and the analysis report will be ready 5 minutes after that. Take a right, and you'll find me in the testing room. I don't see anything special with these items. Speaking of the sugar pearl, you all remember eating sugar pearls like this when you were kids? Well, I don't think I've ever had anything like this in my childhood. No, I'm from the new Federation. You mean the sugar pearl might be unique to Huanglong?
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals, perhaps.
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine. Its sweet taste would have made it more palatable to children.
Miss Baija, as a Huanglong local working at the academy, I suppose you already had an idea about what it is?
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification. I wouldn't proclaim any solid answers before confirming the chemical composition of this item with reliable data.
Guys, ഒരു 30 minutes break. ഞാൻ ഫുഡ് അടിച്ചിട്ട് വരാം. ലൈവ് കട്ടാക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ഇട്ടേക്കാം. Okay, let's continue.
Seconded. Let's find out through actual testing then.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead. I'll let you know once we have the results.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that. I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any unusual fluctuations. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? When a tacit discord is eliminated, its frequency energy may linger in the form of an incorporeal manifestation, which is known as a reverberation. A resonator's terminal collects and records said reverberations, turning them into echoes that can be directed as desired. The compatibilities of these echoes can then be replicated through the terminal's databank module, enabling resonators to use them in battles. Additionally, some echoes' abilities allow resonators to briefly transform into their shapes. Yes, to some extent. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed into your body. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. How do you define monster? For resonators like you, such abnormal fluctuations in frequency typically lead to overclocking. When a resonator's mental capacity is overwhelmed, they may lose control of their forte, causing an overflow of resonance energy. We have established a comprehensive overclock diagnosis process to accurately predict potential risks of overclocking. Your waveform graph shows a remarkable level of stability, surpassing any resonator I've encountered. Your risk of overclocking should be minimal. You don't need to worry about that for the time being. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. Enemy's simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
Sounds come forth. One with the sounds.
Synchronization. Synchronization.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your sensibility for further testing.
One with the sounds.
Storm, hear my command! Speeding up. Synchronization.
Swift and resolute. I sense
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So there's not your resonance ability either. I suppose another round to fully test your potential.
Let me be your blade. Precipitance!
Verity shines. Ha!
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
Transmitting frequency.
swift and resolute.
We've gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? I'm back to the same spot again. And this moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Oh, thank goodness. You're awake, Baiju. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like the Crownless. Might be even higher ranked. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that all abnormal frequencies were eliminated. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a... I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
കറക്കണോ? ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ സെറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ വേണ്ട എനിക്ക് വേണ്ട. എവരിറ്റം 5 സ്റ്റാർ ഈസ് ഓ ഇത് ബിഗിനേഴ്സ് ബാനർ. ഓക്കെ ഇത് ലിമിറ്റഡ് ആണെന്നോ? റിമൈനിങ് ടൈം ലിമിറ്റഡ്. ഇത് അവൻ്റെ വെപ്പൺ ആയിരിക്കും. ഇത് സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് അവൻ്റെ വെപ്പണാണ്. ഒരു 8 ബുള്ളറ്റ്സ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഇത് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യല്. ഇത് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ നമുക്ക് എന്തൊക്കെ ആക്കാൻ പറ്റും? ഷോപ്പ്. ഞാൻ ഷോപ്പ് റെക്കമെൻഡ്. ഇത് ബാറ്റിൽ പാസ് മേടിക്കാനായിരിക്കും. ബണ്ടില്, ദെൻ ഐറ്റം എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച്, പോയിന്റ് ഷോപ്പ്. ഇതിലെന്തെങ്കിലും ഇല്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഇതില് ക്യാരക്ടർ എങ്ങനെ നോക്കുന്നത്? ഈ ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ ഉണ്ട്. ഇതെല്ലാം 5 സ്റ്റാർ ആണോ 4 സ്റ്റാർ ആണോ? കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന എങ്ങനെയത്? ഹിസ്റ്ററി ആയിരിക്കും. യെസ്, ബിഗിനർ കുറേ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. ഇത് ഫീച്ചേർഡാണോ? അപ്പോൾ ക്യാരക്ടർ ഇവന്റ് ഇത് വർക്ക് എന്തായാലും കിട്ടും. ഫോർ സ്റ്റാർ വരെ കിട്ടി. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി പറ്റുമല്ലോ. തിരിച്ചും 4 സ്റ്റാർ വരുന്നു. എങ്ങനെ കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു എനിക്കതാണ് അറിയേണ്ടത്. $160 ഇതാണ് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. പക്ഷെ ഷോപ്പ് ഓക്കെ 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 ഇതിന്ന് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടിയത് ഈ 2 സാധനം. അത് വെച്ച് നമുക്ക് റേഡിയൻറ്റ് ടൈഡ്, അതായത് ഇത് റിഡമയുള്ള സാധനം, റേഡിയൻറ്റ് ടൈഡ്. ഓക്കെ 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 ഷോപ്പ് പോയിന്റ് ഷോപ്പ് എന്താണപ്പോൾ? അതെന്തോ മോഡ് കളിച്ച് കിട്ടുന്നതാണെന്നോ. പർച്ചേസ് മേടിക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, ഐറ്റം എക്സ്ചേഞ്ചിലാണ് നമുക്ക് മെയിനായിട്ട് എടുക്കേണ്ടത്. $160. ഓക്കെ, ഇതെന്തിനാണോ? വൺ ടൈം വെപ്പൺ ഇവന്റോ? വെപ്പൺ ബാനറിന് സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ആണോ? വെപ്പൺ ബാനറിന് വേറെ ആയതു. ശരി, 3 വിഷസ്. 1 സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ബാനറിനുള്ളത്, 2 ലിമിറ്റഡ് ടൈം, 3 വെപ്പൺ ബാനർ. അപ്പോൾ പക്കയായിട്ട് ഇരുന്ന് നോക്കണം. സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ബാനർ ഇപ്പോൾ കറക്കണ്ട. ഇതെന്താണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായില്ല. ഇത് ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടുമോ? ഇല്ല. ഓഹോ, 80 വിഷ് ചെയ്താൽ നമുക്ക് ഉറപ്പായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഇതിൽ ഏതാണോ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് അത് കിട്ടും. അതുള്ളല്ലോ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം നമുക്ക് ഷോപ്പിൽ പോയി ഇപ്പം ലിമിറ്റഡ് ടൈമാണ് ഉള്ളത്. ഇത് 70 അല്ലേ? ഇത് എത്ര എണ്ണം മേടിക്കാൻ പറ്റും? 3 എണ്ണം മേടിക്കാം. 10 ഇറക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ടൈഡലിലും ഇത് ഇറക്കാം. മണ്ടത്തന്നെ ആവോ ഇനി? ഈ സാധനം കിട്ടോ സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിൽ നിന്ന്? നോക്കാം ബാക്കി കളിക്കാം.
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It sounds different from a solid object. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an intricate mortise and tenon puzzle box. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it, and there is a small paper scroll inside. However, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. Automata mechanics isn't my field of study. I specialize in developing tacitite weapons, but the foundational theories behind these applied technologies are quite similar. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to solve the puzzle and access the paper scroll. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. No need to ask him. I can help you with this. I just need some time to think it over. One moment. I have an incoming call. What is it? You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've put it that way...
Rover, Mr. Mortefi's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortefi needs more time. Maybe we should give him some space to concentrate. Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
Yes, of course. I've already noticed all that you mentioned. Indeed, you just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll draw up a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his place. He keeps a box full of them.
Mr. Mortefi? Is that the person you were talking to earlier?
Yes. It doesn't take me much effort to figure out this little sundial here. But I do admit talking with Jiang Li made it easier. He's the expert in automata mechanics I mentioned earlier. The only principal Considering its dreadful conditions, I can't agree more. How could he choose to work in such terrible condition? It's like willingly playing a score backwards.
I see. Shall we go and retrieve the parts now, Rover? I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks much though it is a bit hard to figure out where we should start. This should be it. It's quite a box full. Let's go back and show it to Mr. Mortefi. Rover. Rover. I don't think we'll find what we need here. Please don't touch that. Mr. Mortifi, we found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortifi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now?
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing. But it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Yes, the large data repositories located in Huanglong's major cities.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I found it. It's located on the way shelf. Mao Cheng Si Wu Wei. Rover, it's here. If I remember correctly, Zhenzhou was established during a year of Wei, several cycles ago. The Zhenzhou City Hall and Huashu Academy were built in the same year. The Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Zhenzhou's founding. And the formidable tacit discord described here? I believe it is the Crownless. There are 2 photos here. Rover, about the sugar pearl. Life has never been easy after the lament. But I still remember that sweetness from my childhood. The battle against that epidemic in Zhenzhou was grueling. Once infected, children either died or suffered lifelong disabilities, resonators or not. With tacit discords ravaging Zhenzhou and severing all communication with other cities, desperation ran high. Words are not enough to convey how desperate people must have felt. They resorted to self-experimentation with a newly developed vaccine, risking everything for a chance. If they failed, we owe our presence here to those who came before us. It's important to remember their sacrifices. If the sugar pearl points to the information and reports we have just read, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Is it related to your past? Or is it... According to the reports, the vaccine's creator died 3 years after its development, with the rest of the team now aged over 50. You mean you could be that infant shown in the pictures? They should be around your age by now. But he doesn't have your golden eyes. Rover, about the sugar pearl. Zhenzhou was the most recent city established in Huanglong. The mountains of spirits running from north to south divide Huanglong in two. The capital and the 5 cities are located in inner Huanglong, while Zhenzhou is in outer Huanglong. The Battle of Gorges of Spirits was the catalyst to found Zhenzhou. Tacit discords were born in the Norfolk Barrens, and their invasion route was originally traceable. However, the emergence of the Crownless changed it. The Crownless is a tacit discord that embodies war itself. The hatred of the fallen warriors and the fear of the survivors are the ingredients for it. With the limited information available, some researchers have speculated its connection with the Threnodian. When it comes to the Threnodian, there is a lot to tell. For now, think of it this way. The Threnodian is the most powerful tacit discord. The Battle of the Threnodian that happened long ago was to fend it off. According to the reports, the Crownless is very similar to the formidable tacit discord we encountered. Our sentinel, Jue, manifested before us in that battle. Rover, about the sugar pearl. We have the symbol Wei now. This should go with the time part. But we can't yet solve the puzzle with this alone. Maybe we can figure out the cardinal direction part by looking into the tokens again. It might have something to do with how we got one of the clues. Rover, about the sugar pearl. What do you think, Rover? I've only seen our magistrate once at the appointment ceremony, but her policies have proven effective and greatly benefited us since she took office. Some believe that the remarkably far-sighted and profound decisions were actually devised by Councillor Changli due to the young age of the magistrate. Lady Changli is our magistrate's advisor and former teacher. She once held a high position in the Central Secretariat, but she requested a transfer to Zhenzhou. I've also heard rumors painting her as a cunning manipulator rather than a loyal servant.
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl as a key in solving the sundial's puzzle. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces of information. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share, while I had questions to ask. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... She needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens without understanding their true meaning would not be able to use. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you...
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it again and again.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover? Feeling spry as ever?
Baija said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in investigating the tokens, too.
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Chang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head, causing him to take a tumble. Some dogs kept barking and have been scaring the passers-by. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. You're not the one they're searching for, though. Anyhow, I need to visit the person who reported the case tomorrow. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much the update for now. It's the middle of the night. Of course you're tired. All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my shift. Meet you guys there in the morning. Be there or be square. Time to hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Talk about hospitality. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city hall and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow. Mrs. Panhua, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Baija's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Baija leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. By the way, now that we've figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us one trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover? Baija said the leaf bears the frequencies of tacit discords, so it must be from a tree near a tacit field. Then we must leave the city to pursue this lead.
That's the spirit. Been beating my brain up until now. It's time to get these joints cracking for a change. Whoa! She's fast! She's furious! She's a TD killing machine!
Please stop it, you two.
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang? I believe in ya!
Without a doubt.
Tell truth from facade. Tell truth from facade. Fury boils. Finale. Fear no more. Tell truth from facade. Burn to ashes.
Administering first aid. Endless reverberation.
Tell truth from facade.
resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. Our echoes can use them too. If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan at the training camp for extra practice and to get these enhancement items.
Yang Yang, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Ranges training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shixia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough, but I think Rover can handle anything he throws at her. Defense at the city gate has been strengthened.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Jian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly. Mr. Zhang Ye seemed confused. He's gone through a lot searching for his enlisted grandson. Lending a helping hand was the least I could do. I reported his situation to the patrol station, but with the chaos on the front line, Mr. Zhangye has been extremely worried about his grandson's safety. He'd sneak out to look for his grandson the moment no one was watching. I'm really worried about him. His name is Jae-yuan. I don't know him in person. On my way down the mountain, I ran into his grandfather who was looking for his grandson. I couldn't just leave an elderly person like him out there. So I thought I'd escort him to the nearest city and make further plans once—
You're willing to go to such lengths with someone you don't know. You have a kind soul, Master Tianxi.
It's all thanks to many kind-hearted people. Without them, Mr. Zhangye and I wouldn't have made it to Jinzhou. This mangosteen? It's got some fresh-looking leaves, soft, springy skin, and 8 fleshy segments fully ripened inside. It looks like a nice fruit. I grew up in my sect on a mountain. Spent most of my time training with my master. One day, I was told training in seclusion was not enough. I must engage with the world to further my skills. So I started my self-cultivating journey. I've been to various cities and gained valuable lessons, but there is still so much more to learn. According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhangye's grandson is very likely in the Desert Highland. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
Oh, bring it on! Yeah!
This should suffice for a while.
One with the sounds.
It's morphin' time!
Disperse. Moment of resonance.
Serenade!
Something you need?
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow not—
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure, we will.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
One with the sounds.
Please. Serenade! Doesn't matter. Shake the shakeless.
Swift and resolute.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
They don't look like so.
Greetings. What might interest you here?
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
Oh, but please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need—
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely— Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
God, we ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd...
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can help, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
Tough nut, ain't ya?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not beating us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice. Rover, Yang Yang, please, step back as I handle them.
Fine, you asked for this.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender!
Why did you attack us? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
Wait. What I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou, even when they are so many. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
level 5 ആക്കി എനിക്കിപ്പം മറ്റേ ബിഗിനേഴ്സ് ബാനർ പുള്ളയുള്ള കിട്ടും.
Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to. Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Okay.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right in.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reached it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
ലെവലൊന്നും കിട്ടിയില്ലേ ഇതിന്? ആ തിരിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ പറ്റൂലേ ഇത്? സെറ്റേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ.
Moment of resonance. One with the sound.
എന്തൊരു സിമ്പിൾ പോലെ ഇരിക്കുന്നേ. ഡൊമൈനാ അടുത്ത് നിൽക്കുന്നത്.
One with the sounds.
Serenade!
എൻ്റെ പാരലൽ റിസപ്ഷൻ എന്തോ ഡൊമൈനാ? ഡൊമൈനാണെന്നോ? അത് ഞാൻ വിളിക്കാം. ഇല്ല, XP കിട്ടും. എന്നാൽ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം. XP ആണോ അല്ല ക്യാഷ് ആണോ? XP അല്ല.
One with the sound.
Storm, hear my command!
Something you need?
morphin' time! It's morphin' time!
One with the sounds.
It's morphin' time!
One with the sounds. One with the sounds.
I'm okay. Whoa! Bring it on! Watch and learn!
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Ha!
Cherish every game. The end has come. Break.
Whoa! Bring it on! Sucks to be you. It's morphin' time.
An unexpected discovery. One with the sounds. Sounds come forth.
It's morphin' time. Oh, pew, pew, pew!
5-star ഇല്ല.
I am Baiju, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness.
ഈ 5-star കിട്ടിയും. Okay, then ഇതെടുക്കണോ? എടുത്താലോ? കിട്ടൂലല്ലേ?
Quit the chit-chat. Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your description.
മറ്റേത് എത്ര വേണം? ഓ, ഇത് 6 കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. ഇത് എല്ലാം മേടിച്ച് വയ്ക്കാം. ഇതും ഇതും ഈ സാധനം യൂസിന് വേണ്ടി കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ, ഇത് 5 ട്രപ്പൊക്കെ കിട്ടും.
Shape the shapeless.
Swift and resolute.
What a clinger. Burn!
Speeding up.
Better than nothing.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Better than nothing.
Master Tianxing, are you all right?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
It's so busy here.
It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Things are always like this in the rear. The frontline soldiers focus solely on battle, following orders and striking enemies. But in the rear, personnel must juggle numerous tasks: supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's